Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's doing great today. Just sitting in my office and I was meditating on one of my favorite passages, one of my life verses, very familiar. And I just really felt some of you need to hear this today. And it comes out of Proverbs 3:5, and it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding." You know, I was just thinking here, when we truly learn to trust the Lord completely, we will begin to have this sense of rest and peace in Him. We'll begin to realize that God has everything under control, even when life seems out of control. I think we could all relate to that. Trusting God when you don't understand really brings you to a point where you just decide to trust God and not in your own logic, and as this passage said, your own understanding, because our understanding is flawed. As Christians, we must make a decision to trust God regardless of how scary the situation may seem. But trusting God doesn't prevent us from being in uncomfortable situations, but it does allow us to be placed in a position where we seek the Lord's presence, provisions, guidance, and His promises that are in His Word. So if that's where you are today, where you're struggling with trusting God in a situation you're in, stop stressing about yourself out about it. Stop losing sleep about it, being weary, anxious, worried, depressed, and sad. Don't try to understand the ways of God, because it's impossible for us to understand His decision and His ways. The natural man cannot understand the things of God, for God's ways and thoughts are so much higher than ours. They are past finding out. And that is why we must make a decision to trust our all-knowing God has our best interest at hand. So if that's where you are, again, let me leave you with this. Encourage yourself in the Lord daily. Read His Word daily. Pray without ceasing. And seek His face. And you will learn to trust Him, because He's a faithful God. Hope this made some sense to you today. Hope it encourages you today. Hope you have an awesome day, and know that I'm praying for you, and I love you guys.